Hello, welcome. So let's have the feet hip width apart. And that means under the knees and under the hips, and they're beautifully stacked. This stance here is slightly wider than the hips, and this is a bit too close, okay? So really try and be mindful. Look down, so past the hips, past the knees, and see if the feet are directly underneath. Great. Now just gently grip the floor with your toes. I mean, don't hold on for dear life, but just pull the toes towards the arch of the foot. And then you'll notice that the arch of the foot rises up a little bit. Now, over time, as we start aging, that instep, the arch of the foot starts collapsing. So it's really good to focus on that. And then imagine drawing up the insides of the shin and into the adductors, the inner thighs. And that comes into like the mulabandha, your pelvic floor. So just relax down again, just relax the toes. Great. Have your feet quite parallel if you can, if that's your natural stance. And the arms just dangling down by the sides. Now you can keep your eyes open, just a soft gaze, or give it a go and close your eyes. You'll notice your balance becomes a little bit different, your awareness of your body. So just inhale and exhale your own natural rhythm, your own speed. And we're grounding the feet into the floor, so rooting it down. Imagine really connecting with the earth. It really gives us a grounding feeling, balance and stability. Then we're going to draw up from the ground, almost the energy up through the feet into the ankles and lower legs, and then up towards the knees. Then up into the quads and the hamstrings, the upper legs. You may want to engage your quads a little bit. Try and lift them up away from the knees. Don't lock your knees, just try to make them nice and strong. Coming into the pelvis now, a really subtle tilt of the pelvis. So when I say subtle tilt, we don't want a real rounding of the lower back, so we come into that rounding. Just a very subtle, so it flattens the lower back. Great. Belly nice and soft. Hips quite balanced, as naturally as they will balance. Coming up, so lower spine, mid-spine, coming into the rib cage and the upper belly where the diaphragm is. Nice ribs, soft shoulders just melting away from the ears. And the arms are just dangling down. Wherever they want to fall, doesn't matter where they go, just wherever they fall. Now the neck, nice and long. And by that I mean, try not to either take the chin too further down or too further up. Just try and imagine the neck's lengthening, just extending on from the spine. And then the energy that we've drawn up through the feet, entire body comes out of the crown, the head. So let's take, keeping our eyes closed or a soft gaze, let's take the weight forward into our toes. You'll notice the toes grip onto the floor. And let's sway back now, taking the weight to the backs of the heels. So we're keeping the soles flat on the floor. We're just exchanging the weight from front to back of the foot. And just notice how the body responds. So when we go forward, it's a little bit of a balancing thing, and the core will activate. And then just rock back into the heels. Nice and steady. And then come back to the center and then exchange the weight very subtly to the left. So we're swaying to the left and right now. Really slow, noticing what happens when the weight's exchanged from one foot to the other. You'll notice maybe your knee might quiver. Your muscles work a little bit. Yeah, great. And now we're going to be tall blades of grass. Reed, which are little circles round now, just swaying in that lovely sunny breeze that we've got today. A bit chilly, it's northern, but let's not complain, the sun's shining. So slowly just circling round and remembering to relax everything. And then let's circle the different direction, the other direction. Does that create any other sensation? Does the mind get a little bit confused? Nice and subtle. Great. And then coming back to center, just turning the head towards the right side or any side really, and just turn around to see if you can begin to look behind you just with the glance. Send your eyes behind, and then slowly we'll take the nose to the other side. So let's see if we can look around to the left, noticing any difference. Back to the center, drop the chin down to the chest, and then roll it over to one side like semicircles. Look behind you, then see if you can lift up the gaze a little bit, lifting the chin. Slowly the chin to shoulder, roll it down to the center. Back over to the left now, look behind you if you can, and then raise the gaze and the chin up. Just one more either side, so semicircle roll, chin round to the chest. Try not to lift the shoulders. Look over the shoulder, raise the gaze and the chin. Job. Let's do that one more time, the other side. Really subtle, mindful moves. Okay, let's lift the shoulders up to the ears, back and down. Another couple of rolls this way. And then when we've done about 3 that way, let's go the other way. So lift up, roll forward. Yeah. Great. Now place the hands out in front of you. Make gentle clasp with the fingers. And then draw the fist towards your rib cage. Nice and gentle. Palms up. Coming in. So it comes to the side. So coming in to the rib cage. Send the hands behind you. Not too far, just where they go. Turn the knuckles now. And then bring it forward, knuckles facing each other. Turn the knuckles up. Gently bring it in. Lovely. Out to the back. Rotating the wrists. You'll notice the shoulder moves. And bringing the hands back to center. One more. Inhaling gently, really gentle, but we're not squeezing our fists. Really soft. And then bringing it round to the front. Now let's go the other way now. So we separate the hands. So press the knuckles together first, get a lovely opening of the forearms, sending it out to the side. Rolling the wrists, bending the arms, the elbows, so back to the rib cage, and then pulling through to the front. Yeah, great. Relaxing the shoulders. Okay, so out, rotate the wrist, bend, pull the hands through. This is the most complicated thing we'll do, I promise. Turn the wrist, float down, and then forward with the hands. Yeah, good job. Interlace the fingers, and let's rotate now. Yeah, and it's nice and slowly. And now quickly as you can, bring the elbows close to the body, so you're nice and relaxed. Really give it a wiggle. And then pressing the palms down. Let's do like a wave, like a Mexican wave. Right. Now elbows relax down, nice limp wrists. And we're going to shake the fingers towards me, and I'm towards you. Flick from the wrist. And then turn the palms up and then fan yourself, flicking towards you. Yeah, great. Just the hands, grounding down with the feet, and now flicking the sides. So if you're flicking water off your hands, flick down towards the ground. Great. Now just take your stance with your feet a little wider now. Bend the legs. Now we're sending the hips over to one side, right out to the back, over to the other side, bending the legs and then pushing the pelvis forward. Huge circles. You might get a few cracks and pops in the hips. Lovely. Really pressing, really rotating Exaggerating. I know it looks peculiar, but it's great for the body. Let's go the other way. Getting a few creaks here. I'm going to blame my floorboards. And then we come back up to the center. Let's step one foot to the other. Hands on knees gently and squat down as if we're coming into the chair pose. We're going to do some circles with the knees. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Change direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Slowly come back up. And now we're ready to do our ragdoll rolls and mountain. So we're standing at the top of our mats. Feet are again hip width apart. Now gently, really gently, just tuck the chin to the chest, bend the knees, and begin to roll down. Let the hands and arms just dangle. Let the head go, and slowly roll all the way down, legs bent, till we come down into our forward fold, our ragdoll. So really let it go. Take a breath here. Exhale. Then inhale, bend the legs some more, tuck the pelvis under, and then slowly come back up. This is great for the spine. If you do this every morning, 3 to 5 times, you'll notice your flexibility will increase. So again, breathing in, and then exhale, chin to chest, and let's just relax, rolling down, all the way down. Don't rush it. Engaging your core a little bit, and just feeling that lovely opening of the back line of the body, stretching the spine open. Great. Engaging the core a bit, bending the legs a little bit more, and we're rolling back up. Make sure you're like a ragdoll. The arms just dangling the head. Chin's really tucked in, and the head's the last thing that you release up, and everything's still soft, like the legs are even a little bit soft. Let's do that one more time. So chin tuck in, bending the knees, nice and soft, begin to round forward. Enjoying that the arms and the head slowly bringing the spine, creating space all the way down, opening the backs of the legs as well, and the hamstrings, the gastrocnemius, the calves, all the way down to the heels. And let's raise up one more time. Nice and slow. Might even want to take a moment, sort of sway the arms, coming up, head comes up last. Now we're always in a hurry, myself included, to do that. Let's just take a moment to roll the shoulders back and down, maybe a little sideways movement with the neck, just get some comfort in there. Now we're going to take the hands out to the side and reach through the fingertips, really stretch open all the fingers. As we inhale, palms come together above our head, and let's look up, see if we can look up towards the thumbs. Exhale, separate the arms, and we're going to come down a little bit faster now, down into ragdoll. Bending the legs, belly towards thighs, head hanging down. Let's take an in-breath, come up into halfway lift. Sorry, I forgot for a moment. So nice flat back, gauging the belly in a little bit, and the neck is just extending on from the spine. Right. Now put your fingertips down on the ground, your legs may be bent, and then send the right foot all the way back, and let's lower that right knee down and release the toes. Press into the front foot and 3 arm circles. So inhaling up, bringing the body up, kind of 2 right angles with the legs. Or 2 more, inhaling. Really enjoying the body opening, being alive. Great, okay. Placing the hands down, sliding into our tabletop, and 3 cat-cow breaths. So inhale, tailbone comes up, look forward, belly down a bit, still keeping control of the belly. Exhale, belly up to the spine, round that spine, up to the sky, and drop the head. Inhale, nice and slow, belly down, tailbone up, look forward. And then exhale, rolling the spine up, dropping the head. Letting it go. Inhaling now, belly down, look forward, chest up. Press away the floor with your hands a bit. And then exhale, belly to spine, rolling the spine up. This time, so come into neutral tabletop, flat back, bend the elbows, and as we send the chest and chin towards the ground, take a breath in, and then rock back, hips to heels. Arch the back, round it up, exhale, and wave forward. Let's do that again, bending the elbows, sending the chest down, tailbone back, soon as hips touch heels, exhale, round up, really exaggerate. Let's do that one more time. Inhaling. Rounding the spine up. That feels really good. I like that. Like body circles. So weight into both hands first and then back towards the hips. Now you can make these circles as big or as small as you feel your body needs today. Little bit of movement, maybe dropping the head, adding in some freestyle, whatever the body needs. And then we're changing direction. Any kind of sticky, tense areas, you may want to stay still for a moment in that space, breathing in and out. Maybe a wag of the tail, so wag your hips one way, then the other, looking back towards your feet. Okay, so now we're going to bring the left foot forward, pressing into the fingertips and the front foot. Let's lift up. What have we done this side? I think we might have done this side. We're doing 2 on the other side. Let's bring the arms up and round, circling. Another 3. Hands down. Slide back into tabletop. And we bring the right foot forward this time. So we have an extra 3 circles there. And let's inhaling. Lifting the arms up, circling round. Great job. Inhaling. You can rock forward if you like as you bring the arms forward. It's up to you. Inhaling up. And then exhaling the hands down, back into tabletop. We've got another cat-cow. We're going to extend the leg out to the side. Any side you fancy to start with. I'm starting with my right leg. So the right legs come out to the side, foot, knee, and ankle. And hip, sorry. Inhaling. Take the belly down a bit, lift the tailbone. You'll really feel an opening of the adductor, the inner thigh. Gaze forward, and then exhale. Rolling the spine up. Inhale, nice and slow. And exhale. Imagining the spine lengthening, contracting, flexing. It's great for the spine, for mobility. Then come back to the center, sliding that leg in. And let's take the other foot out to the side now. Try and ground the sole of the foot if you can. And we've got 3 cat-cow breaths here. So inhaling, looking up. Exhaling, rolling the spine. Inhale, looking up. And then exhale, spine up to the sky. One more. Exhale. Coming back to the center. Let's just repeat what we did last time. So bring the right foot forward this time. And inhaling 3 circles of the arms. Opening the chest. And hands forward again. So we take a breath in, maybe on the way up. And then maybe breathe out as we circle the arms back and down. So one more. Inhale. Exhaling back and down, hands to the ground. Slide that right foot back, big toes together, knees towards the edges of the mat, and let's take the hips back into our extended child pose. So resting the forehead down, keeping the palms connected with the floor, or maybe lifting up on the fingertips, whatever you feel you need today. If the knees in a wide position feels too much pressure for the lower back, then shimmy them closer together. Explore where you want to rest here. It's going to take 3 breaths. Feeling the lovely connection of your forehead to the ground. Noticing anything going on in the body. Really rest into this space. Take the breath into the back body as well, the side of the rib cages, all the fingers, all the toes. Just fill the body up with nurturing, energized breath. Exhaling nice and slow and softening the body. We'll lift the head up, come back up into tabletop. And then just walk into a nice kind of seat. So crossing our legs maybe, wherever you're comfortable. We're going to raise the hands up, interlace the fingers, and let's press the palms up towards the sky. Great. So relax the shoulders. So you can always have a bend in the arms. Great. You can lift up through the pelvic floor if you like, if you want to engage and intensify. Just take a nice breath. You might have your eyes closed or just a soft gaze. And on the exhale, float the arms behind you now. Interlace the fingers and let's round the chest. Sorry, let's squeeze the shoulder blades and round the chest up. You might just be looking forward or you may be looking up a little bit, whatever feels good for you and what you need today. Now release the arms and let's arch the back. Extend the arms in front of you. Right hand comes over left hand and roll the upper back towards the back of the room. So inhale now, coming into cactus arms, reaching through the fingers, squeezing the shoulder blades. Exhale, rolling the body, arching, scooping out the belly, left hand over right. Inhaling, squeezing the shoulders. Exhale, right over left. Making space between the shoulder blades. Now we're going to decrease the space, so squeeze the shoulder blades. Exhale, lengthen that space between the shoulder blades, left hand over right, chin to chest. One more either side, inhaling. Great, and then exhaling, right hand over left, chin to chest. One more. And now the left hand. Okay, so let's raise the right hand, or any hand above the head. Lift up, opposite hand on the ground, bending that elbow. Let's come into a side bend now. Nice and easy, yeah, take it easy. Lifting out the waist, feeling that lovely side body stretch. And then take your gaze towards your knee. You'll notice your upper body changes direction a little bit and it opens different parts of the back. Settle in here and enjoying that. And then begin to float the hand down, past the body, and then slowly back to the other side. Let's raise the other arm up, above the head. Nice breath in, and bend over to the opposite side. The hand resting on the mat and the elbows nice and soft. Lifting out of the waist. Noticing any opening sensations, lengthening. Let's turn the gaze towards the knee now, and you'll notice a shift around the rib cage, the waist, side body. Settling here for a little while. And then slowly rotate the arm past the face, across the body, and back up to the center. Let's twist round to the left now. So right hand on left knee, fingers behind, lift out the waist, and let's just take a gentle passive rotation. So just look past your left shoulder, or aim to. As we exhale, body softens, still nice and long back though, and you may increase your rotation, you may not. Some days are much better than others. Depends what we've been doing, what level of stress you may have had, what we've eaten, how we slept. Every day is different, and that's okay. And let's just turn to the right now. Left hand on right knee, the other hand just resting behind you. Take a lovely breath in as we exhale and soften. Maybe a little laugh to ourselves, a bit of a smile. Pleased and happy to be alive. Let's just look over our shoulder. So we're pivoting. The rotation's in the thoracic part of the spine, which is the top to the mid part. And that gets a bit static and a bit rounded, especially sitting down a lot on our phones, on our computers. And let's come back to center nice and slow. We're going to do 3 arm raises. So inhale, palms up, nice and gently, slowly, hands to the top of the head or above the head, palms down and gently float down. Right, yeah, so we're making like a very wide house roof shape. But I'm talking about it anyway. Raising the arm, nice and soft. Yeah. Arms go down, make a little rooftop. Exhaling past the face, down, past the dantian, then back out. So if you're ever feeling a bit stressed out, do this for 3 breaths and I guarantee it calms you right down. Right, come all the way down. Lovely, everyone. Placing the palms together, or maybe hands on top of each other, whatever you feel comfortable. And we're just going to rest here upright. So make sure you're comfy. Just going to rest just a short while, maybe half a minute. Just check in with our breath. Don't try not to change the breath, just notice the breath. And our eyelids are nice and soft and our face muscles relaxed. Let go of the jaw, let the tongue fall away from the roof of the mouth. Neck nice and relaxed and rested onto the shoulders. Shoulders are just dripping away from the ears towards the ground. Spine passive but long. Down into the hips and the sitting bone. Legs, just let them go. Let them rest. Into the ankles. Feet and every toe. Nice and relaxed. Noticing the arms just dangling down and the hands at your heart space. Fingers relaxed. Eyes are nice and closed if you're comfortable. Just a soft gaze past the nose. So I'd like to invite you to end the class, the chant of Om. So when you're ready, take a nice long breath through the nose into the belly. So just notice how you feel. Always give thanks to yourself for your practice, taking the time out for health and well-being. Let's place the palms together if they're not already, and the thumbs to the third eye. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a lovely day. Namaste.